Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this morning. Got a big show lined up, a special guest here in the studio. But first, as always, let's take a look at our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. And speaking of comfort, cool today. Only going to get up to about 58 and down low to 38. Got a little 20-degree difference right there, 38 to 58. So I know some of y'all will be throwing a log on the fire tonight, and rightfully so. Water temperature at the end of the pier, we're looking at 66 degrees. Let's take a look at our river readings brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. Good folks down there, and good soft drinks there. Apalachicola, Bluntstown, you know, it really dropped down to 3.2. I really thought it would be higher this time after all of that rain we've had, but it's not that bad. It's pretty steady, and then we're looking, it's going to go up though. What's going to happen is that rain move forward up toward Lake Seminole and the watersheds in South Georgia. It's going to build up at the dam, and they're going to open those gates up. So we're going to get some, in a day or two, we're going to get, you know, it's going to do that again like it did one day last week, if you remember. Chalk-Tassie, Caryville, a lot of y'all folks are interested in it. It got its high, folks, and we knew it would be. It's reading at 8.2, and it's going to be pretty steady. It's got a little bit of drop to it today. Yesterday it sort of peaked out, so it's dropping out a little bit today, so it's going to start falling pretty strong. We've got a couple of cool days, and I hate to say it, but the meteorologists are calling for some more rain for the weekend, so we'll just wait and see. All right, so we'll do the best we can. The tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at neap tides, low at actually 10:59 and high tonight at 11:07, but we're looking at some neap tides. Wind direction now be coming out of north at about 13, bringing us some of that cool air. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with our guest. Okay, welcome back, and look who's in the studio. I know you don't recognize him, but these glasses are. Nate Taylor, CNG
Good to see you, Coach. How you doing, sir?
Doing great. Always fun having you on. We get to start talking before the show, and we look around, and Jeff's over there doing a countdown. So
That's right.
I called him last week and said it's time to come on because Christmas is right around the corner.
Christmas is.
Gifts for outdoors, what I mean.
That's right.
So anyway, before we get to gifts and all, how's everything going? Y'all been staying busy?
I gotta tell you, Coach, we're doing a lot better now, given that the road's open. So, you know, there's something to be said for having a physical storefront available for people to drive by.
Yeah.
Regardless of what your feelings are on construction or processing or, you know, however it goes, you need that foot traffic in front of your store, period.
Oh, I know it. And I tell you, I was down there the other day. It's beautiful.
It is. It is.
The street there, and it opens up, and it's really nice. And it's a slow progress as you work north of, but it's going to be so well worth it. But everything's open on the on the lower end.
Yeah, that's right. Harrison Avenue is open. Yeah. You've got the new clock tower in the center of the Four Points Plaza that was dedicated. Okay, little fact about that clock. They poured, and I was there for this one. Well, I was there for a lot of it. Yeah. It's been one of the blessings of my life is being able to be down there for all this. But they poured enough concrete in that one form for that clock. One of the engineers said to support one of the legs of the Hathaway Bridge.
No way.
Yeah. So they wanted to ensure that even if it does get hit, it's going to do a lot more damage to whoever actually runs into it.
That's interesting.
Just so everybody's concerns are aided a little bit with that one, because I don't know if you've been watching, but there's been some comments about somebody's going to hit that clock. Somebody's going to hit. I mean, somebody probably will, but I think the clock will be all right.
Yeah, it sounds like it. If there's that kind of footing, I know somebody recently, two different people run into out of the airport.
Yes,
ran
that's a huge roundabout too.
How could you miss that? So. Well, one of the crazy drivers, and that's another subject on another show we'll talk about. But anyway, let's get back to
it's the holidays, man.
Yeah, it's all
that's right.
And we know from little presents, stocking stuffers to big presents, they have them down there. And then C&G Sporting Goods has been sponsoring Panhandle Outdoors since day one, and I have a deep appreciation.
We love you, Coach. We do.
Love y'all too, and I love bouncing down there, and they just hopping around working. So let's get started.
This is it, man. I'm telling you. So we got stocking stuffers. Instead of a stocking, You know, for our guys in the field, they may require something a little bit more, I don't know, useful, utilitarian, okay? I'm sure you guys already have all the socks that you need. So why don't you get Rudolph's Nightcap soap, right?
Wait,
Yeah, it's a big brick of soap. This is Duke Cannon soap, right? We've also got Mall Santa's cough syrup, all right? They're funny gifts, okay? But great soap. Then you could also throw in maybe a classic case knife. Right.
These case knives, we've talked about it before, case goes so back. This is a beautiful, beautiful knife. I have a collection. I have both of my granddaddy's old knives.
Yes, sir.
And they're case knives.
Yes, sir.
And
hey, I mean, one of the best hunters I've ever met, Mr. Craig Adams, gave me this one. It's my Stockton.
Oh.
Dude, I love this knife. I used to be one of those tactical guys with the big out the front knife, but there's nothing like good classic American steel. This thing always holds its blade, and I will always find that knife.
I love it. And you need more than one. I mean, really,
yeah, you do.
You need a couple of them.
That is true, but we could put one in there. You could you could throw a case knife in there. You could throw one of the new Trues in there. This one has already got your 550 paracord attached to it. It's full tang and comes with a sheath for only $20. Throw that one in there too. Easy. Or these have been a really big hit. Plasma lighters.
Oh yeah.
In wind,
this last year.
Mm-hmm. In wind and in rain, but they made an improvement. Now they added a nice little top feature to it. That way you could get down in a candle, or maybe you need to light a small fire for a camp. That's going to get the job done easily, and it's rechargeable.
What a great idea. Okay, I've already
smart.
seen a couple things.
It's easy. Headlamps. We've got plenty of these easy. This is only $13. We could throw that in an ammo can like this real quick. But we've got a lot of stocking stuffers, whether it's knives. You could even do ammunition too. Maybe there's some 30-06 or 308 or 270 that somebody's been needing for a while. Pop it in there with some soap and a case knife. Yeah. Hello. I mean, that's as a man, I would love that. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, it's simple, straight to the point, great gift.
I look at this, and I don't mean to interrupt you. 4 different light modes, just blinking, this bright.
Yes.
It's got 4 different. And the price on this is what, $12.99. I mean, wow.
Easy.
That's great.
Easy purchases. And we were Coach and I were talking about this, that sometimes it can be challenging to shop small, because a lot of your small shops, they don't get the cuts that those big box stores do on the products that they can order. So whenever you have a small business that can actually offer you really good deals on products that you may or may not know anything about, it's just nice. Yeah. Obviously, support your small businesses. Coach, we know you do. Obviously, we do a lot of business with Coach here on the show. But it is really important because it improves your overall community's health. You keep the money in your community instead of sending it to other folks that may not have the same values as you.
Amen. Okay, let's take a quick break. We'll come right back. Okay, welcome back. Nate Taylor, C&G, and Christmas is right around the corner, and I always appreciate them coming on, because it gives me ideas myself for little things that, stocking stuff we'll talk about.
That's
and also
right.
Big things. What else we got?
Simple, man. So I know that there's a certain brand out there that a lot of folks enjoy, but this isn't that brand, okay? This is our own brand right here. This is C&G's moccasins, all right?
Moccasin.
That's right. 400 UV protection, all right? Look at these bad boys.
They're bad.
Yeah, that's right. You're telling me that your boys or your grandsons or nephews wouldn't love to throw those on?
Okay, what do y'all think?
Yeah, Coach. That's what I'm talking about.
You got to give it a try.
There's a bunch of different models at the store, but they're only $20, and you give somebody a lot of joy with something really simple like this. And they do actually offer quite a bit of coverage on your face. Really, really good gifts. We've also got lineups by Costa. Oh, wow. There's a lot going on as far as rebates, too. You need to check out your rebates by Winchester, Browning, Sig Sauer. All of your big companies this year, they've got a lot of great rebates that you should really take advantage of, for sure.
Well, we're looking at a lot of cool things coming up this Christmas, and I know What are your store hours?
8:30 to 5:30, Monday through Saturday. And then on Saturdays, we do coffee and donuts every Saturday. You got the farmers market.
Yeah.
So downtown has really started, man, blossoming, is what I can say. You got a lot of local vendors down there at the farmers market. So, you know, Be Wild Honey. A lot of folks that come on your program actually are down at that farmers market. So there's such a really strong local connection to doing business in downtown, and it's a blessing to be down there, man. We really enjoy it. But 8:30 to 5:30. We also do transfers too. We got a lot of availability on our website. We developed a really great website. cgsportinggoods.com. There is no and in the website
CG.
URL. Yeah, it's just CG. And then Facebook. Check us out on Facebook. Make sure you're staying up to date with me. I like to get goofy on there. I like to show what's going on downtown and events. There's a lot going on this December for sure downtown. Whether it's tree lighting, you got horse carriage rides. Oh man.
And on occasion, Ronnie Groom shows up on occasion.
Mr. Groom has been in the building very recently, and I got to tell you, man, that is one of the biggest badges that I can get is if that gentleman keeps walking through our doors.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He he actually has been. He just drops by and hangs out with us. He's been donuts and coffee though.
Yeah.
He does make sure to slide by on Saturdays. I'm not trying to put you out there, Ronnie. You know I love you.
He was telling me before the show about Ronnie coming by, and I was thinking. I told him, what a great situation where you have a established, well established, a legendary business, and it sells with an older guy, and it sells to these younger guys who are working their butts off. And the transition, the love they've had for each other, the respect they've had for each other, I've sat back and watched it. It's been a heartwarming deal for me to just see that, because Ronnie he thinks y'all are doing so good. I know y'all appreciate what he had done all those years.
Yes, sir. And Ronnie started that whole legacy. He took C&G to something that was way more reflective of our community.
Yes.
He listened to the people essentially and just ran off of that. We'll forever be indebted to Ronnie for that as far as Bay County. I mean, the history's there. I'm not sure that they make his breed of man anymore. If they do, he's an extremely rare one. But I'll tell you too, while I'm the face of the store, those relationships that get built, Zach Sanchez and Scott Pippen, if it wasn't for Zach and for Scott, to really be intimately connected with what do we change at that store, if anything, because it's a legacy store. It's been there over 70 years. Or how many people are you trying to make upset? You want to make it more modern? You better not take that many mounts down.
That was a tightrope. We talked about it before. I talked to both of y'all about it. And it was a tightrope to walk. And y'all have managed it so well because you've kept the flavor, what I call the flavor and the climate of the store. And yet there's so many different and modern things in there that people use today.
Yes. It is, it has been challenging for sure to figure out that balance. But we're just blessed, Coach.
Well, I know, I think about your archery department. Well, I mean, that is above and beyond what y'all do.
Mark. Yeah, Mr. Mark Riga is incredible. His professionalism, what he does, how he engages with the customer from step one all the way to the end. We're teaching skills out of that store, but it's also like you have to be a statesman or woman to work there. You need to know what local policies are. You need to know about your sportsmen and women that are walking in the store.
Case in point, 2 times ago I was down there and I went to the back, and his dad had come into the back with Arthur and was talking to Mark, and he wanted to get an outfit for his 14-year-old daughter for her birthday. And I just marveled at Mark step by step and telling him exactly what he needed, because he wasn't sure what he needed at that age. And there's so much flexibility in that, and that's kind of expert advice you don't get online, or you don't go into a big box store or whatever. And that's the beauty, and that's why I love a place like that. That's the beauty of it.
Thanks,
that
Coach.
kind of service.
Yeah, you get that classic American guarantee.
Yeah.
before you walk out the doors. It's like, money is time, and your time is your energy. So when you spend your money, you want to know that it's at the right place for the right purpose. So
good stuff. Good
yeah.
stuff. We're going to take our final break, come back with some more cool stuff. So we'll be right back with Nate. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look first at our fishing game times brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers down in Port St. Joe, another small business down there locally owned. So good folks down there. Our times today, 5:39 to 7:39 this morning, right now, and this afternoon, 5:59 to 7:59. So that's the situation at our fishing game times. And here we are right at hunting season and things going, so you've got something
Well,
warm.
you were talking about, tonight, putting some logs on the fire. So I think, now we'll talk about this product in a minute. But
Okay.
There's this hunter's tale, or I guess maybe a rule of thumb, where you find a healthy persimmon tree, okay? Not some janky looking persimmon tree, but a persimmon tree. You take one off of it probably about the middle of this month, and then you cut it in half. If the interior of that persimmon looks like a knife blade, you're gonna have a cutting winter, a long winter, good hunting season, right? But if that persimmon looks forked, it means that it's gonna be quick and short.
No way.
Not so good hunting. And I looked some of this up. The results on persimmons and hunting seasons are like within 98% accuracy.
No way.
But it's got to be a healthy tree. So I just want to know if there's any hunters out there with a good persimmon tree to look at. Send us some photos, man. I want to know.
Okay, that's some of y'all's assignment now, because I've never heard this one. I've heard most of them. I've never heard
Well,
this
then I'll
one.
know if I need to order more of this.
That's interesting.
That's what I'm saying, man. But this is bird proof. Great stuff by Game Hide. When they say bird proof, they really mean it. When we talk about those really biting winds that come through that you're not really prepared for, this is going to break it up for you by Game Hide. We've also got vests by Game Hide, full pants. We've got the overalls by Browning. I've got snake chaps, snake boots, rain suits. I've also got, man, we're looking in a Danner. I really want to get Danner boots in the store.
Yeah.
So it's an American brand. That's around the corner. And then we got a refill of lacrosse boots coming into, definitely all the snake proof. Watch your footing out there, guys.
Yeah.
Watch your footing out there, guys. And then tree climbing too. You still got the weird pygmies that like to get up there, and bears. Obviously do what you can with that, but lots of gear to help you out with at the store. I'm trying to think what else. We've got more feeder motors on the way, timers, batteries, motor parts, barrels. We still have a good selection of tree stands available. I think I got some L210s by Millennium, 110s, really comfortable 110s actually. The lock-ons are nice, and Primal. That's one of the most successful single-man tree stands. It's got this lock-on on the base that ensures that you are not going to hurt yourself. I cannot stress that enough to our folks out there and our hunters. Do not cheap out on your gear if you're going to be getting up.
That's true.
It's got to be good quality stuff.
That's true. Now you were talking, speaking of cameras, game cameras, and I got spy points down there several years back, and I'm just crazy about them. And they're all different brands. Y'all have different brands.
Oh yes,
and all.
we got Spy Point, we got Browning. They're all actually, we're running them 20% off constantly right now. We want to get some new models in. We've also got Tacticam around the corner. That's becoming a very popular brand. But your Spy Point is really easy to hook up to. And they don't charge you for their plans. You can get on a nice, and even if it's not hunting related, if you need to run security on a piece of property.
Well, yeah, but I was going to get to that exactly, because a lot of people now are doing that. I know I get pictures of over Santa Rosa, I know down in South Walton, of people with their camera at home, the Ring doorbell and those kinds they have of the bears and all. And which is great. I get a kick out of them with sharing. But now back in the woods and all, you can set up a game camera and see what else is going on. So now, you don't have to be a hunter to get a game camera. I know.
Absolutely.
You put it for security.
Bingo.
If you got a fish camp in a place like Howard Creek or somewhere, and you don't go
You
all
want
the
to
time,
prevent theft and all of those things.
Yeah.
Evidence is everything in those cases, and you know, hunters spend good, solid amounts of money in the equipment that they get. So if there's somebody else out there that tries to rob you of that, you know,
Oh, I know.
that's a problem, man. You need to get them on camera and you need to get your stuff back.
And it's so prevalent now, cameras and all over the place. But get back in the woods, on the edge of the woods and places like that, it's very worthwhile. So that's a great Christmas present.
Absolutely.
For a spouse or some, son or
Absolutely.
daughter.
And I could fit a camera in an ammo can.
Yeah.
I'll get a 50 cal can
Well,
instead
we'll
of a
be down
30.
there and pretty soon and check
Yes, sir.
things out. I know that's a Real Tree brand, okay?
Yes.
And a Real Tree, that's made here. That's in Mississippi, really. And I
Comfy.
started in Alabama. I had the store behind the Real Tree pattern. I've talked to them before, and it's great.
I mean, I'm telling you, dude, this thing, when they say game hide, they mean it. Burr proof, like all the way through. All the way through. It's comfy, man.
All right. Well, Nate, we have about a minute or two left. In closing, again, we're talking about your store hours and all the roads are open down there.
Yes, sir.
And you have your coffee and donuts on Saturday morning?
Coffee and donuts on Saturday mornings. You've got carriage rides going on the whole month of December. You've got live concerts that are going to be happening, I believe, on Friday nights. There is a new walkway that they opened up between the Martin Theater parking lot and Harrison. So you don't even have to park on Harrison anymore. You can walk through this really cool walkway down there. There's just a lot going on downtown that they've opened up, and that's exciting. Hunting season, I'm just stoked for hunting season.
I know.
We got big buck too. You know, if you bag a big one, make sure that, well, what I should say is, come down to the store, sign up for big buck before you bag a big one. Has to be done first. But
we do this every year. We haven't talked about it much, but
yes, sir.
Sign up first. And Ronnie started this years ago, and and y'all get some great results.
Yes, sir.
You get some great pictures.
Absolutely.
What's the prize? What's the winner going to get?
You're going to get a free mount, and you're also going to get your choice of rifle and optic combination. So,
whoa!
Yeah, and we have it's first, second, and third place prizes, but more on that later.
And where's the deer have to be taken in the rules on that?
Yeah, we've got all of our zones. It's basically just Northwest Florida. I think it's like zones 1 through 5. But we've got a whole map right there laid out.
Don't go to Missouri and Ohio and bring one back here.
Yeah, no, you better keep it in the state, baby.
We got to go.
That's right. God bless you, Coach.
God bless you. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'll go back and give them a visit. Do something good today for your fellow man. You have a wonderful day. Enjoy the outdoors and take care of it. And God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.